Hello friends, my name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of Chakra Healing for Vibrant Energy, exploring your 7 energy centers with mindfulness, yoga, and Ayurveda. And welcome to our chakra series. Today we're focusing on the 5th chakra, Vishuddha, which is the area of the throat. The word Vishuddha means purity. And the area of the throat, or the throat chakra, encompasses the area of the throat, the thyroid gland, the parathyroid glands, the larynx, the vocal cords, the jaw, the mouth, the tongue, the lips, the teeth. And the sense organ is the sense of hearing. And the element is akasha, or space, because communication travels through space, right? So the color is blue and the mantra sound is hum. So that is the 5th chakra. The 5th chakra is our source of speaking our truth, being able to articulate our inner truth, the inner truth that resides within our heart. We talked in the last video about the heart center and about accessing love, compassion, empathy, forgiveness, not only for others, but also self-love. And a component or a part of self-love is being able to speak your truth, speak that truth which resides within your heart, and being able to effectively articulate that to others, sharing it with others, sharing your inner truth, and being able to have the bravery to be able to do that and speak your truth. It includes speaking, chanting, singing, humming, or anything to do with verbal communication. It all revolves around the area of the throat. Now today, a lot of people have throat problems, neck problems, jaw problems. With too much stress, I hear that people have TMJ, which is the grinding of the teeth or clicking of the jaw when they're speaking, and they grind their teeth at night, so they have to wear a mouth guard. And also, because of the smart devices that we're typically looking at throughout the day, we go like this, right? So then people have neck problems, a lot of problems in the cervical spine, the neck. So the 5th chakra is all about the area of the throat, the front and the back of the neck. And remember that the chakras move in a circular pattern and they go from the front to the back. So it's not just the front part of the body, it goes all the way through to the back. A lot of you know my own personal journey and my own personal story that I tell in the Wheel of Healing with Ayurveda, an easy guide to a healthy lifestyle. I tell my personal journey on how I discovered the chakras, which I also mention in this book, Chakra Healing for Vibrant Energy. I talk about how because of my thyroid cancer at age 28, I began a deep study on alternative medicine and complementary alternative practices because intuitively I knew that if I didn't take care of this problem at the core, at its root, that it was likely to return again or manifest in some other way. And I really didn't want that. I said, this is it. This is done. I'm not going to get sick again. I'm not going there. I'm learning my lesson the first time. So what is the lesson? In a book, I stumbled upon the chakras, the chakra system, and I read about the 5th chakra, the area of the throat, and it began to make so much sense to me because throughout my entire childhood, I had issues and problems with the throat. I grew up with strep throat and tonsillitis almost back to back throughout my entire childhood. I think I was constantly on an antibiotic from age 1 through age 18. Seriously, I'm not even kidding you. I had strep throat, tonsillitis, sore throats, and then when I was 17, I had mononucleosis and I had an abscess in the throat that had to be surgically opened because my throat was literally closed. Talk about a blocked or closed chakra. That's totally nuts, right? That it literally closed. And when I was 28, I was diagnosed with the thyroid cancer, which the thyroid, if some of you aren't familiar with where the thyroid gland sits, it sits about right here at the collarbone, and it's in a butterfly shape. There are two sides to the thyroid, and they release thyroid hormones, which help with your metabolism, but they also stimulate other hormones in the body, such as your sex hormones. It's a really important organ, and it has multiple functions, and without a thyroid, you can't live. So when I had the thyroid cancer and that tumor on the side of my neck, which I didn't even realize that I had, guys, I had 2 small kids, I had a job, I had a husband, I had a household, and I really didn't even take time to look at myself in the mirror in the morning. It's totally crazy, but I didn't even realize that it was there. But it was. And when I looked back at my entire life and the trajectory of my health from age 1 through age 28, I realized, wow, there's something going on in the area of the throat. I don't know if I believe in this chakra system, but it certainly indicates that there's something there that I need to pay attention to. And I began my journey into searching deeply as to why I wasn't able to speak my inner truth, why I wasn't able to express myself effectively. And I was a singer growing up too, and I was in theater and on the stage. So it wasn't like I wasn't using that aspect of my voice creatively, but I did have blockages in the area of the throat, and most of that came through my upbringing. I grew up in a dysfunctional household, like a lot of you. I'm sure you have too. And I wasn't able to speak my truth for fear of being rejected. And in fact, I remember in this crazy heated moment when I was about 17 or 18, I think I was 18 at the time, I remember there was this incident with my mom, and I wanted to tell her what was going on in my life. I really wanted to tell her. I wanted to share it. I wanted to tell her. I wanted to be truthful. And she refused to see the truth. And she said, no, I want you to obey me. I don't want to hear the story. And I said, but I need to tell you the story so you can understand. And she didn't want to understand. And so that is part of this throat chakra becoming closed when you're trying to express your inner truth and people won't listen. They won't hear you. And you're feeling like the people that are closest to you won't listen or hear. And that's actually what happened to me. So I needed to go back and try to heal those aspects of myself and being able to speak my inner truth and being able to express myself effectively and not be a people pleaser or not say things just because I think it's what others want to hear. In the case of my own personal life, obviously with you guys, I'm totally open and honest. I have nothing to hide. I am totally candid and open and honest in all of my books. And I'm sure if you've read my books, you've noticed that as well. But in your personal life, sometimes it can be harder to express your inner truth. So things that might occur if you have an imbalance in the throat chakra are obviously sore throats, losing your voice, laryngitis, having TMJ or the clicking jaw, or teeth grinding at night, or not being able to speak well, such as having a speech impediment or a stutter, and having things like strep throat and tonsillitis and thyroid problems and parathyroid gland problems. Also having cervical neck problems around the cervical spine, maybe having slipped discs around the area of the neck, and having multiple teeth problems, for example, so you aren't able to effectively speak properly. So those are a lot of the issues and problems that may occur if you have a blockage in the area of the throat. So there are yoga poses in my yoga videos on yoga asanas for the chakras, as well as pranayama breathing techniques for the chakras that can help you to open and align your throat chakra, as well as chanting, saying the word hum, or just humming or singing in the shower. anything that can help move that energy in the area of the throat can help to open and align. Also, just telling the truth, not being afraid to speak your truth, not being afraid to tell the truth, not being afraid of what other people's reactions might be, but speaking your truth regardless of what the reactions might be. Staying true to your inner self, your heart, whatever is in your heart, that when you speak, that you're staying true to that inner voice, that inner knowledge of exactly who you are that resides within your heart, and being able to effectively speak that and say it and express it to the world. The throat chakra is also the first of the 7 chakras, which is in the spiritual realm. It's called one of the chakras of spirituality. It's also where the elements stop. So each of the first 5 chakras has an element, an earthly or universal element that is representative of that specific chakra. And the element space or akasha is in the 5th chakra. The 4th is air or vayu, the heart center. The 3rd is fire or tejas. And then the 2nd chakra is jala or water. And the 1st chakra, earth, is prithvi or earth. So the root chakra is the earth element as well. So those are the 5 elements according to Vedic knowledge and Ayurveda. And then once we move on to the 6th and 7th chakras, they don't have any earthly elements anymore because they're more in the spiritual realm, so they don't have elements. Work on your 5th chakra, work on opening and aligning it. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Share this video with friends, family, and your yoga dog. Thank you for pledging your support on Patreon. You can pledge $1 a month, $3 a month, $5 a month, whatever you can afford if you love these videos. www.patreon.com/Michelle S. Fondin, and I will see you in the next video.